Hello, this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make a beginner-friendly, very simple granny square. So you could use these for all different kinds of projects, blankets and bags and whatever it is that you may be making. So I will just show you how to make one, and then if you want to make several for whatever your project is, you can feel free to do that. I want to start by saying if I'm going too fast or too slow, you can always speed up or slow down the video, and you just go to your settings and then choose your speed. And if you don't want to listen to me, you can just put me on mute. I will have all the instructions on the screen as well. So for today, you can use any size hook, any size yarn, whatever you have on hand. I am going to use a size 4 yarn, and I'm using I Love This yarn. It's a size 4, and this color is linen. And I'm going to be using a size 6 hook. Normally I would use like a 5 or 5.5 for this particular yarn, but I like the 6 for the project that I'm doing. Okay, and then you'll need a yarn needle to sew in your ends and a pair of scissors. So let's go ahead and get started with our granny square. I also wanted to say quickly, a lot of people ask about my nails. I always use red aspen nails, and I don't have any affiliation or anything like that, but if you do like them, I will put the link in my description box below of the girl that I purchased from. And also somebody has been commenting on my rings. These are from Park Lane, and I'll put the link below too. I'm not getting money from that. I'm not affiliated. I just love both of those companies. So I'll put those below. All right, we're going to start with a magic circle. And if you're unfamiliar with that or you need more time, I do have a video for it. You can watch it. I'll put a little card up here. You can take some time with it and come back. But it's pretty simple, and the way that I do it always works and it stays closed. So I just go like this, and we're going to wrap it around our fingers and make an X over the top like this. And then you can just go underneath this piece right here, and we're going to go over the next piece and just pull up a loop. And that's your magic circle right there. And from here, we're going to chain 2. So I'm going to chain 1 while it's still on my hand. Just chain 1 to secure it and pull it off my hand. You can pull this little piece to close up your circle a little bit. All right. And then we're going to chain 1 more. So there's your magic circle. And from here we are going to, for round 1, we're going to do 10 double crochet inside the magic circle. So we're just going to do our 10 double crochet right into the center of this circle. And if it starts getting a little bit too wide for you, you can always just pull this strand here to tighten it up. Just don't close it all the way yet until we're done. So go ahead and do your 10, and I will meet you right back. Okay, I have 10 double crochet. Now that chain 2 in the beginning, that does not count as a stitch. So from here we are going to close up our circle. Just pull on that to tighten it up. And we will slip stitch to the very first double crochet that we made. And make sure you're going into the top of the stitch and not into the chain 2 there. So if you want to count back, you can do that. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we'll just place a slip stitch to close up round 1. And you can pull this at any time if your circle feels like it's coming open. All right, so for round 2, we're going to chain up 2, and we're going to do an increase in every stitch around, which is just 2 double crochet in every stitch. Now, once again, the chain 2 does not count as your stitch, so just go right back into that very first one right here and do 2 double crochet into that same stitch. And then we'll do 2 in the next. And you'll do that all the way around until you get to the end, and you will have 20 stitches. And I'll see you back after that. And at the end of round 2, I have 20 stitches. You're going to want to make sure that you're counting, because at the end, it will look like you have an extra space to go into, but that's just your slip stitch from the round before. Okay, so make sure that you're counting your 20, and then go and slip stitch into the top of the very first double crochet here. This is the chain 2, so don't go into that, just go into the top of that very first double crochet. All right, and we have like a circle here, but we're going to start making it into a square now. So for round 3, we're going to chain up 3, and this is going to count as our first double crochet. And then we're going to place one more double crochet in that same stitch. So just go right into that same area and do a second. That will be like your second double crochet. And then we're going to chain 2, and we will do 2 more double crochet in that same space there. This is going to make our corner, like our first corner. Okay, so you have the chain 3, a double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. Now in the next stitch we're going to do 1 double crochet, and in the next 2 stitches we're going to do a half double crochet in each. So half double crochet here, and then a half double crochet in the second. And then we're going to go and do a double crochet, and then we're going to do our next corner. So for, if you remember, for the corners we have 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, all in the same stitch. So let's do 2 double crochet to start in this same stitch, and then chain 2 and 2 more double crochet in that same stitch. And then we're just going to repeat what we did before. So we did a double crochet in the next, half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then a double crochet in the next. And then we're going to be back to our corner. So you can see we started here with our corner. We did a double crochet, 2 half doubles, and a double crochet, and then we did our next corner, repeat. So you're just going to do that 2 more times, and I will meet you at the end, but the instructions will be on the screen for what you need to do. Okay, I'm coming around to the end here. I just did my 2 half double crochet, and I just have to do a double crochet in that last stitch. And then we are going to slip stitch to the top of that chain 3 that we made in the beginning. That counts as our first double crochet. Just go ahead and slip stitch into the top of that 3rd chain to close up round 3. Right, and your square should start coming together here. So we will move on to round 4. So for round 4, we're just going to slip stitch into this this space in the corner there. Just go over these 2 and just slip stitch right into the corner space. And then we're basically going to do the same thing for rounds 4, 5, and 6. So this will be a repeat. We're going to chain up 3, and that will count as your first double crochet. And every corner we're going to do the same thing. 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So this is our first. We're going to do 1 more double crochet here, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet in that corner space. And then we are just going to double crochet in every stitch until we get to the next corner. But make sure that you're getting into this very first one, because it kind of gets a little hidden since we've done so many into the corner. So make sure you're getting into that first one there. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're at the corner again, so we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet back in that same corner. And that's going to be your repeat all the way around. You will double crochet 8 across, and then 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the corner, and then 8 across, and then the same thing. So I will meet you back at the last round, or the last row here. Now I'm coming around to the very last end here, and I just want to let you know, like, you have to have 8 double crochet here, and it might look a little funny for the, like I've done 6. It might look a little funny for those last 2 because we had slip stitched into the chain 3. So make sure that you are still getting your 7th, and then your 8th stitch is going to kind of go here into what looks like the slip stitch. But make sure that you're getting 8 all the way around. Okay, and then we will slip stitch into that chain 3 that we started with, and that's the end of round 4. So for rounds 5 and 6, I do 6 rounds. You can make this as big as you want. If you want to end here, you can end here. If you want to do 5 rounds, whatever you choose to do. So I'm going to do 2 more rounds. So we will start with a slip stitch into the corner space, chain up 3, which counts as our first double crochet. Place 1 more double crochet in that corner, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet into that same corner. And now we've expanded because we've added some stitches. So now instead of 8, we're going to have 12 stitches across here. So you'll double crochet in 12 stitches across, do the same thing for the corner, and then each round or each row we will do, each side we will do the same thing. And then you'll slip stitch, and if you want to do another round, you can do another round. So I'm going to do 6 full rounds. For the 6th round, you will have 16 stitches across. Okay, so this is round 5. You'll have 12 double crochet on each side and then your corner. For round 6, you'll have 16 double crochet and then your corner. So I'll meet you back after that. All right, so I'm at the end of round 6 here, and just make sure that you're getting into that last one for your 16th stitch. And I'm going to tie off here, but if you want to, well, here, we'll slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 like normal, and then I will tie off because my project only needs 6 rounds. If you want to keep going, you can keep going, and every round, your double crochets in the center, they will just increase by 4. Okay, so you can keep going, but I'm going to tie this one off because I'm finished with mine. Cut a little tail to sew in the end, and then you're done, and that's your granny square. So from here, if you want to, like I have, for the projects that I'm doing, I'm going to be putting them together. So there are several ways to put them together. I'm not going to show that on here because it just depends on what you're doing, but you could just take and single crochet through both sides to put them together, or slip stitch. You can do the other side if you don't want the seam as much on the outside. So there's a million different ways to do that. There's also a join as you go method, which is pretty great. But I from here also you can like if you want these, you can kind of see that you're, hold on, let me let me find my words and zoom out. Excuse me. You can tell that they're not like completely flat. So if you want, you can like just spray them with water and like either put books on them or something like that. I have like a little thing that blocks them for you. It's called like crochet blocking. And it has, I'll put a picture up of it. You put this down on the block and then you spray it with water, put it down on the block, and then you leave it for like a day, and it will kind of make them square a little bit better. But sometimes you don't have to do that. If you're crocheting them together, they will usually like turn out the way that you want. But that's your simple granny square. There's a million different ways to make them, but I hope that this was helpful for you. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can leave them in the comments below. I also have a lot of tutorials and stitch videos and yarn hauls and everything on my channel, so I would love for you to take a look. If you'd like to subscribe, I would love to have you. And if you could like this video, comment below and let me know if it was helpful, what project you're making, anything like that. I'd love to hear it. I do read all the comments and I try to get back to everybody. So thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one. Bye.